Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Married at First Sight All-Star Panel. I'm Glenn from Jack and Glenn. I got with me August Love Story and Talisa Ray. How y'all doing? Quiet into the picture. What's up, Quiet?
Quad ran downstairs when he heard the music. Like somebody said, like he was late.
Yeah, he was late, man. Look, we start the countdown. No Quad. I get the end of the countdown. We got Quad. Quad, what's going on, brother? You're the star of the show. How's everybody doing this week, man? Everybody doing well?
We are doing.
We're doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, no complaints.
Oh,
Man, we got a lot to talk about with this crazy episode of Married at First Sight. Let's start with August Love Story, man. What are your thoughts on Juan, Carla E. Juan? We saw Juan with an emotional letter, and we saw Carla talk about her poverty.
I can't do this.
What, let me check my Palm Pilot.
I'm happy that tickled you.
No, I think I love the idea that they write letters to their younger selves. I think that's one of the best things that the experts ask them to do.
I'm not doing anything.
I think that's one of the best things the experts ask them to do. It's just interesting that I don't know how their letters help their relationship. I don't understand. I can't get the correlation with the two. It helps them understand like where they're coming from, but at this point, it's like, does it matter? In my eyes, because in my eyes, it still doesn't change the fact that I'm looking at Carla as a dependent and not a partner. And for me, that's a red flag, I guess you can say, in a sense of, is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? No, I'm looking for a partner, not somebody that I'm gonna have to not somebody I'm gonna have to this man just walk by me and hit me, man. Not somebody I'm gonna have to take care of, not take care of, but like just seemingly be my child, They letters was nice. I don't remember Carlos. I didn't really write anything, but Juan, that's what I was gonna say. The production be fooling with us.
They're supposed to.
And fooling is not the word that I use when I said it. But I'm gonna just say fooling.
It started with the F though?
It definitely started with the F.
Okay. Just making sure.
And ended with the ing.
It had a strong K.
It had a strong K in it too. But like we seen on like previous previews where he was like, I can't do this. This whole season, I've been thinking that's when he was talking about Carla. He can't do this with Carla, but truly it was just him not being able to read through his letter, and so that's what I have for them.
I didn't write anything for them.
I did better than last week because I didn't even write their name last week.
I wrote their names down and I wrote that they wrote letters, and that was literally all I wrote. I don't remember Carla's letter. Juan, he wrote a lot of things to a lot of versions of himself. I'm not sure that he resolved anything within himself in all of these letters that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay, Quad.
Yeah, I like the different versions of Juan. Juan wrote. He's 6-month Juan, 6-year-old Juan, 16-year-old Juan, and everything was an issue that was going on. 6-month-old Juan, he had to be taken out of the house because somebody was trying to steal him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 6-year-old Juan, mom and them had to get out of Colombia. So I had to leave. Kidnap him. Yes, kidnap him. 16-year-old Juan had to deal with the fact that his father had cancer.
Yeah.
Right. And the dad recovered from the cancer. I think it was prostate cancer. But to me, what was telling was that we saw Carla sitting over there, and I'm like, you gonna get up and get this guy a hug? Like, you ain't gonna say, "One, I feel so." She's sitting over there.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the emotion where's like consoling him? You a touchy-feely person. Is your touchy-feely only for intimacy? Like, okay, you're touchy feely be for compassion. Like, go give him a hug. Not when he stands up and walks over there and we cry, but like, man, you can see this dude was dealing with some things. They so emotionally unattached that I don't think either one of their letters really affected the other one.
Yeah.
I think it was something that it affected them, but I don't think it affected each other. It did not achieve what it was supposed to achieve.
Yeah.
For their relationship. Because, Carla eventually took Juan to her parents' house and they ate good and the family wasn't on camera and had a good time. All he talked about was eating. He didn't talk about the relationship with her. What else did you learn about Carla? Right? You learned her mom can cook.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did you learn why Carla don't want to keep a job? Right? Did you learn about why Carla's stuff is in the storage shed? What else did you learn? Carla said, even when I was a young girl, I like to hug trees. Yeah, your energy for the tree was good. And I get it. But guess what? He still doesn't want you as a wife. Like, this is marriage at first sight. He's not showing you the compassion that you need. And it's 20 days left in your marriage. I mean, it's 20 days left. And you're still not getting the emotional intimacy that you need.
You said it right. 20 days left in their marriage.
20 days left in this process, which may be the end of their marriage. So all that, to me, is like, they was good on camera to see them reading each other, but it didn't work. To me, it didn't accomplish the goal to bring them closer together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. So this whole time, he has not been showing any affection to her, which would make her want to be like, oh, is he going to be open, to the hug? They have not had any kind of connection. However, here's what I'm going to disagree with you guys. I think that them reading the letters showed a different side of who they are, in a way of like being more vulnerable, like getting to know something different about them. And so for Carla, this was like, okay, so maybe I can let him in because now he's showing me something other than being so funny all the time. All he is funny. Because remember, that's her biggest issue with him is he's always just funny. He doesn't take anything serious. So listening to him give the 6 months, 6-year-old, 16-year-old, sharing that he was kidnapped, sharing that his parents left him, sharing that the dad had cancer, all of those things were really something like for her to look at like, oh, maybe he is a different person than I think because he's not been showing me this part of him. And so I get he wants to be married, but so does she, right? And maybe she do want to be taken care of. You know what I mean? But honestly, he may end up having the ability to do that later on. We don't see anything about him either. Like, we want to give Carla all the bad part, but what do we know really about Juan? Nothing.
Juancho.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know anything except for that his favorite part of the time was when he was on the honeymoon and was hanging with David. Like, I don't see him having that type of connection with her. And so I think that because I get, what do you do? I mean, I would have probably wanted to get up or say something. She did have her lip out, like, because she was sad for him and understood, but she's probably like, he don't hold my hand. He don't, just not even sex, just hold my hand when we talk or touch me when we talk. So, and he's not affectionate. He shared that. So in that instance, what I'm supposed to do? I'm just supposed to sit here. I don't know. I just see that a little bit different. And the fact that she said, I'm going to introduce you to my parents. Because see, before, you ain't getting none of that. I'm not giving you none of that. We're not going to have no connection in that way. But I feel like now she wants to open up and let that part in. But are they going to go past the 20 days? Probably not.
But
That was gonna be my next question to you.
So,
what that mean?
But you know what Juan said on after party was this. He said, because Keisha asked him, he said he didn't want to. In his past relationships, he's done the sex thing first. And what I want the guys on this show, especially this season, understand: intimacy is not always sex.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They always talk about, we hear about it later with EKC or whatever case may be, and Juan. Well, I want things different in a relationship. It's not different to hold a hand.
Right.
It's not difficult to hold somebody's hand. It's not difficult to rub somebody on the back, right? It's not difficult to give somebody. That does not mean we're gonna go sleep together today or tomorrow. It means at the time I'm gonna take care of. It just means that you're just a nice person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It just means that you just care. Sometimes you just caring brings the intimacy in your relationship. And Juan hasn't shown that he cared. I think Talisa, you said it. He cared more about the interaction him and David had. He still talks about that.
Talk about it. What
Right.
did
He had a real good time with David, man.
Right.
On that date.
But here's my thing. How come you ain't take your wife to the spa yet, right? Why you and your wife ain't hang out at get her nails done? Why you ain't go listen to sound bowls with her, right? I see those type of things. The thing that you did with David is the thing that you could have done with your wife by now.
Why don't you go on a walk? You know she like to hug the trees. Let her put her foot in the grass. Why ain't you
It's
doing
summertime,
that?
Shy.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
Hey,
'cause he don't like
he's trying
her,
to say
man.
he's
He don't
trying
like-
to say it's because she don't get up in time. He's either early riser, she wait till 1 o'clock.
Like
Well,
everything
she ain't got no
she's
job.
doing.
She feel like I ain't got to get up early. I can be up. I get up late and be up all night. It's really, she really low key probably depressed about not having no job. If we keep it a band, when you and whether you want to believe it or not, she want to be a business partner, but she don't know what she doing. So she might be low key sad about it. Let me not say depressed, but low key sad about not having a real plan yet.
Nah, she came out happy about that she quit her job when she told him.
Well, sleep until 1 though. As a business partner, as a business owner, you really you can't sleep till 1. You got to get up early. You got to go you got to do it for yourself more than you do for somebody else that you're getting paid by. I don't know.
Is it like the way I look at it, and it's like her scorecard just is not. She's not she's not scoring real good.
No,
you come into it, you're like, we're on the honeymoon. You get mad at me. And didn't say what you got mad at me for. So now I'm sitting up here trying to figure out what's going on in your head. That's one thing. And then when we get back, you take me to a storage room, talking about you don't have a place and you're gonna have to move in with me. I'm like, lady, I know your name and got your phone number, but that's as far as we go. And then it's like you get up at 1 o'clock. Well, 1 o'clock is excessive to me.
I understand it.
9 is excessive to time.
Well, I wake up extremely early.
9,
So
if you wake up at 9 a.m., he be like, you don't sleep the whole damn way.
It
Be like,
feels that
sir.
way because I've been up 5 hours at that point, So it's like, oh, come on, man, get up. But it's it's all of those things, and that's unattractive. So on top of something like, because I think Carla's a very beautiful lady,
She about a 7 too. Huh? You extra?
Huh?
You being extra? She about a 7.
I mean, I think everybody got some beauty in them somewhere.
Got some beauty in it, but you said really beautiful.
I think she's pretty.
But okay, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, she's pretty to me and everything like that. But her face card can only go so far. You got all these other things, and yeah, Juan is he got his flaws too, but it's like, if you're looking at the person that has to really make the decision, I have to look at Juan because he's coming with more things that is getting invaded, quote unquote. Invaded is a bad word, but I can't think of another word to put there. But
the SARS up on your Palm
right
Pilot.
on my Palm Pilot here. This off the head. This ain't even coming from my notes.
Right.
But I like this whole season, and I've been trying to see it from Carla's side, but it's been very hard for me just because of those things. Like, you're coming in without a place to stay. You're coming in, you quit your job, and now we're starting over with you starting a business. But you told me that you're an entrepreneur. And then you say, stop, man. And then you say, money is energy. That's by far one of the dumbest things I ever heard of.
It's not like that. You got to know what she mean by that, but she ain't got it yet. So my question to you is, because everything you say is so bad about Carla, which, she got all these things that are wrong, but what's so great about Juan? What is he doing? Okay, because I ain't heard you say nothing bad about him. Everything is bad about Carla, so I want to hear something that you have to say that could show that he is exceptional, or that where he is at fault.
Well, Juan might like David. Let's start there. Juan might like David.
Okay, then we done. I don't have no more to say because I'm gonna agree with you on that. Okay.
But it's where it comes from is I'm looking at the couple themselves, not the individual, or I'm trying not to look at the individual, but between the two people, I'm looking at what one has to give versus what Carla is giving. You see what I'm saying? Because in a marriage, it's like, yeah, you're gonna have some give and take. And a lot of times one person is gonna give a lot more than the other person, and then it's gonna flip. But in their situation, right? Them being married at first sight, technically strangers. Juan is not a prize. I don't want everybody to think Juan is just this wholesome guy. Juan is not a prize. He's all over the place
It's
too.
just easier to pick out the flaws in Carla.
I assume so. Juan has a house or apartment. Juan has a place to lay his head. Carla has a
She can sleep in the store.
storage room. Juan has a job. Carla just Juan has
Carla has a job. She's just doing hair in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, you. Oh, yeah,
No.
you was sleeping.
I'll be
Yeah,
sleeping.
Carla has a job. You know, she just may not be in the salon anymore, but she's still her client. She said she still has her clientele.
Okay.
Right.
She gotta go get her a salon.
I just feel like Carla could have brought more to the table than what she's doing.
She is the table. Her and her energy.
But that's all I got, man.
I think we look at Juan and say Juan is I won't say better than Carla, is because he has a plan.
Yeah.
Carla doesn't have a plan. Carla stuff it seemed like the energy is fly by night. Everybody has their own flow. I get it. But Juan is not giving her what she needs in a relationship, which is companionship, which is emotional stability is not what she's getting from Juan.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that she's not getting the emotional stability, Juan is saying that he's not trying to move like he did, but he doesn't understand, as I mentioned earlier, he doesn't understand intimacy. And she can't communicate that to him. We have never seen an episode. We have not seen them communicate about the intimacy. Like, hey, I need you to hold my hand. I need you to walk with me. I need you to talk with me. I don't mind riding bikes with you. Let's do it in the afternoon. Let's go to a movie. Let's go to a dance. And the scene when Juan went to her family house, all he talked about was the food.
Yeah.
All he talked about was her mama cook. He was talking how her dad was solid, right? And he talked about spending time with her and her family, how great it was.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that he should be talking about. That's the emotions. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Westfield 90. Appreciate it for the super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But that's the type of thing that Juan should be doing if they want to build that cohesiveness. If they want to make it last, they should be communicating and talking even more. And he's not giving them that emotional companionship. And I don't think Juan is so great neither, to Lisa. But I think it's just that they both have issues and they're not trying to resolve them. And Juan, I think, is putting on Juan is trying not to look bad on TV. All right. And he didn't like Carla. I don't think he liked Carla from the first day. I don't think he liked Carla after the honeymoon. After she gave him his bag of clothes, whatever case may be.
Yeah.
And she said, "Don't forget about Carla." I think that's the day that Juan forgot about Carla.
Yeah, I think that was
and went to the motion.
I think that they both have things that are good about them. Like she is very positive and very spiritual, and he is very analytical and business minded. And I think that if they knew how to get to know one another, they would be able to benefit each other and might be able to work. But listen, they're not gonna make it. He liked David and was like, oh, she made me put my clothes in this plastic bag, so I'm done. Like, it's over. Like, you know, and then she doesn't, if you pay attention, she doesn't really show. We know that she is spiritual and we know that there is some emotion behind her. But when she talks, I honestly believe that everything is very much so like well thought out. Like nobody ever gives, I don't feel like they be their real self, like except for Michelle. I'm gonna give her that. Ain't that her name?
Yeah.
Except for her, I don't really think people really be they full. Oh, I mean, David give himself too, I think. But we'll talk about that later. But I'm just saying, that's all I got. I don't have nothing else really to say about them people. I said what I said. That's all.
So let's move to this couple who's kind of low maintenance as well. Talisa, your thoughts on Thomas and Camille and their interaction with each other's family?
You know what? First off, Camille looked just like her daddy. That whole smile and all that. That's her whole daddy face. I I thought it was good. I was glad to see the grandmama there, right? That was nice. That was cute. It was nice to see that they really care about her. It was actually nice for him to see how much support meant to the family, which of course is now affecting who she is. So he has like good a good concept of that. Look at me trying to see, because I ain't got no Palm Pilot. I'm still using a notebook and everything. I just need to peek at my notes just a little bit. I think though I was when we went and saw the adoptive mom, right? I think I enjoyed that a little bit more, only because you got to see like the reason she got rid of him. Like she had a daughter at 16, and then here I go with my fast self because I'm hot and everything. I'm talking about me, not her. Okay, but I understand it. She went and got pregnant, and it was 2 of them. I ain't gonna be able to take care of 3 kids, but then realized that was a mistake. But also in that same process, you saw who she was. Like she be drinking. You can see that she got a little alcohol thing happening with her. She be drinking. But she loves him and that she welcomes him. And that also gave Camille the ability to be more that girl. Because, with the shots with the mama, because that's what I think Camille is used to. Camille is used to hanging out with the people that have a good time and that have shots, that laugh, and so she got a chance to see that. But I think that they all right. I don't have nothing else. What I got? Let me see. No. No, that's it. Like that's it. That's all. I don't have nothing. I'm. They seem to be like they seem like they're making it. I really wish though. And this is for everybody. I'm probably gonna say it for each time. I really wish that they had like those background cameras for us to see them outside of when, the cameras and producers show up to film them, because it is very much so manufactured. Whatever is happening is manufactured. We're gonna come up. I want them to be outside so that when they come up, I don't know if you guys ever been on TV, but I've been on TV, so I know how manufactured things are and what people say. And I'm just like, I really would like to see like uncut, the secret kind in the background in the apartment somewhere where we get to see really what be happening, because it just feels manufactured. But they all right. That's all I got.
You wanted to see them when they washing dishes.
Yeah, I want to see when they washing dishes. When he put his side, when she don't put her stuff away right away. I don't know. They both seem very clean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see. So when you think about like Juan and Carla, because when we walked in the house, Juan was like, "Oh, you smell it? It's so clean." Because Carla evidently don't be doing no cleaning up. So I didn't want to see like how she be. Like, is she messy? Like, give me that. Is he rolling her out? Like, give me that. Give me the real who we are, like for real. Like, it's probably why I didn't record it either, because I'm waiting. I should have recorded though one part of this, but we can get there.
Yo, August love story. Your thoughts on
I wrote down very generic notes because I had no emotion from anything that happened between them. Although I really enjoyed Camille's grandma. And one thing I noticed Lisa did pointed out was when Thomas's mom pulled out that tequila, and he was like, "That's enough," because he know his mama.
I'm ready. Let's have 2 more shots.
He was like, "We're not doing that. Put it down." And that tells me everything that I need to know about his mama. Everything. So I think that I agree with you, Talisa, about the manufactured thing. I've always felt more of the manufacturedness about Camille more so than Thomas. I think Thomas is just very quiet. And if you don't ruffle the feathers, he's not either. And I can see what you mean by his mama being the type of people that she likes to hang around. It's because right now she's the most extreme in the group.
Yeah.
And she likes to be the most polished in the group. So yeah, let me go drink with your mama, because I'm still gonna be quiet in comparison to your mama. So it's gonna be a little different, but I don't really have anything to say about them. They are indeed the boring couple, and I'm all right with the boring couple.
I like this boring couple.
I mean, I am perfectly fine.
Perfectly
Boring
okay.
couples make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
I
ones
agree.
that got all this other mess going
Yeah.
on that don't.
Yeah.
But boring couples, I be like, give you a shot at love.
Man,
And take another one with his mama.
the mama made me smile. And the interaction between mom and Camille. Just because for a man, get him out of our room. For a man, to see that your wife gets along with your mama, like that's man, that's one thing that you can be like, because man, having to deal with it is something totally different. And then him understanding the relationship that he had with his mom, or the lack of relationship. I think he said they've been building a relationship for like 7 years or so. You can see where they've put in the work. Now the question that came up for myself was, well, what about the brother's relationship with the mom?
Is it the same?
Tommy, that's the same thing. I thought the same thing, Tom. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
If we notice, she never mentioned when she was talking about the daughter, she never mentioned his brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She mentioned I had a kid at 16 and then Thomas, but we know Thomas is a twin. So obviously we know it was two of them. So it's like, what's up with that relationship and do they have one?
Yeah, because she did say I like the relationship I have with Thomas, like that I'm building with him. So that's I did write that down, but
That's a good point, because I don't think, because Thomas, I can't remember how did Thomas go looking for his mom, or did she go looking for them as they got older? But I think Thomas probably went to looking for his mom.
Yeah, Thomas found out when his dad died, because remember they was in their 30s when they found out that they were adopted.
Yeah.
Right.
So that even with that information, that's wild in itself, because it's like, man, you didn't have the slightest idea that these folks wasn't your biological parents. And then Artika brought it up was about the dad, because the mom, I think she was saying the mom is Latina.
It looked like she's Latino, yeah.
And the dad, like Thomas, is a black man.
Right.
Well, he looks like a black man, but then
he's a black man.
What about the dad? Yeah. So it's just questions comes up. I love the interaction between, with them. I love the fact that we got a chance to see how he the relationship that he built with his mom, because they talked about it briefly at the wedding, but that's as far as we went. So I love that. Camille seems to like she's gonna fit right in, man. They're better matched than I think everybody else on the show. So
I kind of agree with you on that. I think they are a good match. I like the mom. I like the way she told her story, right? Because that was her story. She shared and she shared on camera. What I didn't like that I kind of picked up on was Camille kind of pushing her to tell the story on camera.
Yeah.
Right. That's a kind of,
kind of like, yeah.
I'm like, well, if she want to tell you, then she'll tell you, right?
Yeah.
This woman doesn't have to put her stuff out there for the world. She was 16-year-old, already had one kid. Then she get pregnant again. Now she got 3 at 16. And Thomas said, I understand what you had to do. You did what you needed to do in order for yourself and for you to be good. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you open about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, you can see he's the emotional one, because every time he talks about his mom or his family, he's the one breaking down in tears. And there's nothing wrong with that, for him loving his family or loving his mom, his biological mother. Not being ashamed of where he came from. So he understands that he wanted to find his mom and have a relationship. So I think he's commendable for that. I just need Camille showing some more emotion. Just again, all you did was rub the lady's back. How about you give her a hug? How about you, whisper in her head, your husband is crying over there, and all you worried about is tequila shots. Go give him a hug. Say, Thomas is going to be okay. All right,
You don't want to be giving all the hugs over there, Glenn, when something going on. Is you, ain't it? It's you. You be giving.
I'm also a hugger too, though. I like Jackie hugger. I'm a hugger, but I think I do give hugs because I think sometimes people just need it, right?
They do.
Sometimes people just need to know that somebody else is there besides them.
Mm-hmm.
That they're not going through some things alone or by themselves, and so sometimes you just gotta embrace people. And that's
Thinking
what,
about hugs makes me itch.
And I was just thinking to myself, Tommy, is you the hugger?
Yeah, but ain't nothing like a good hug, a good solid hug.
He's the I love you. Give me a hug. You okay? And I be like, you done?
Yeah, man. It's like bring
seriously,
it in.
I'm
Jackie
like
Simpson.
you, Artika, but at home with the boys, I've been trying to do more hugs because I want them to be huggers.
Oh,
But
I
they're
hug my kids all day, every
all
day.
day, yeah, but
It's
it's
a whole lot of I love you. You okay? But the general public, ick, don't touch me.
No, I give a person a hug. Give me
Hey,
a
I told Jackie. She said, "Well, one day she's like, why you give me so many hugs and kisses?" And I'm not trying to be morbid. I said because it's gonna be a day that we don't give hugs and kisses to each other. It's gonna be a day that somebody got to go. And so while I'm here, let me take advantage of the moments to give you a hug and to
I'd
give
be
you
like,
a
well, they know I loved them.
kiss. So that's why I give hugs. Some morning she'll walk past my desk because I'm up early working and we work from home. I'm like, you ain't stopping giving me no hug. Or she'll get to her desk and she sat down. She's like, I'm not standing back up. I'm like, can I get a hug? You know, those type of things. Cause I'm a touchy feely person sometimes, you know, and that's what I like to, you know, but again, that's just the emotion that people have. And when you got people that go through things like Thomas, if you really look at Thomas, his emotion, he lost his dad, but he's found his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He never really had the ability to have both of them kind of together.
And that was one of those things that I just yelled from upstairs. Back to this black thing. Who is his biological daddy? Because are we sure it's a black man? I still have questions.
He said he's African American, so I guess I gotta have to assume
he decided that. Because people in the 90s decided that they was Cherokee Indian. That didn't make it so.
Rachel.
But maybe his mom is Latino and black.
I don't know.
Maybe. I'm off this man is a black dude.
I say he black because he said he was.
Yeah, I would say
he looked black.
Okay.
He looked black to me too.
Rachel also said she was black.
Because the daddy in the photos don't look black.
Y'all are something else.
But I'm gonna go with what he said, and I believe
I'm gonna believe him because that's what he had said. Yeah. However, in comma, I have questions.
Okay.
We do have that.
Hey, when y'all figure it out, or somebody in the chat figure it out, can y'all let us know, please?
Let us know. We'd like to know. Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah, we want. Hey, look, inquiring minds want to know.
Ancestry.com.
That's hilarious, man.
Yo, you'll see all kind of stuff. You might realize that his adopted parents are his real parents anyway, as you start digging stuff. But anything else on Thomas Camille? I did her grandma. Yo, it's much love that her grandma kept everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, when your grandma keeps everything, that means she loves you, baby.
Yeah. That's a good grandmama on the daddy side, because all the grandmamas on the daddy side don't be good.
Don't be like that. I'm gonna be the grandma on the daddy side. Y'all know that, right?
Right. She got to go scrap.
Be better.
You better treat them grandbabies like Camille grandmama. You keep everything.
She kept everything. But she probably sent the boys out. Hey, Camille's in the paper this week. Go give me a paper. She sent them out to get a paper. Sent them out to get everything. She did play ball. I looked up her stats. She was okay in college. Wasn't great, but she was okay. So she was okay. Anything else on Camille and Thomas before we start?
One thing. I thought it was beautiful that mom said, he's sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
That just, I was like, all right, mom.
He probably go over her house crying all the time.
But that's something that, as a man, is not a trait that we're just letting out. We have to truly trust you to allow that to come out. Mm-hmm. And for understanding that it's 7 years that they've known each other, where he's known her, and within that 7 years, she's figured out that, he's sensitive. That's fair.
Yeah.
And that just leads into more of the trust he has with her and the love he has for her. But that's all I got for them.
All right, that's all we got for them.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the train wreck. There is
Which one?
no, I'm gonna save the major train wreck for last. We're
Okay.
gonna move on. We can go in progression here. Madison and Allen. All right, Madison and Allen. We go with August love story. Your thoughts on Madison and Allen?
I just want them to. I mean, I guess fishing was it, but just one time, not do something that's gonna make Michelle feel better. Something that's gonna be athletic and physical, and talk to this man. Do something. Uh, where's my notes? You can talk until I
Oh,
find
okay.
my notes.
I don't think she understands where he's coming from with the way he feels.
No.
You know, the way he feels, she feels about him, and she's just not truly grasping it because she's probably never been put in a position that way. Um, but it's you can tell that there's a difference of the likeness between the two, and at this point you feel like he's okay. I'm doing the parts. I'm doing what they telling me to do. I'm doing what they telling me to do, but I'm not getting anything. I'm still not getting anything, and she's not getting it. It's kind of it's hard to watch because you're like, dog, man, you're right there. You know, do this, do that, and then you're seeing it from her reactions because when he was talking, I felt like it was when they were fishing and he was talking about the getting emotional about his dad. I felt like she could have been more like how y'all was saying Carla could have been more helpful with Juan.
Yeah.
What it helpful is not
Emotionally present.
yeah, that's it. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. You
Emotionally
welcome.
present. I felt like Madison was not there for Allen because I mean, like that's a tough situation. The second thing is 14 years for a custody battle.
It's a long time.
You can have the kids, man. I'ma just come see them.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm fighting you for 14 years.
Ain't no way.
Like, what are we
No
fighting
way.
for?
I ain't fighting you because come get them.
That's crazy,
Exactly.
right? For 14 years. That's when I heard that, I'm like, the dude was 4 by the time y'all won this. He was a teenager.
Right. At what point do they ask which one you want to be with?
I
I
thought it
think
was
about
like
6. I think
13.
about
Like
6,
13.
13. I think it's 13. I think, yeah.
Because I'm like, man, this is ridiculous, man. 14 years and nobody's thinking about what effect it has on the child. And then apparently there's another child involved.
His stepsister.
His stepsister, what she
Which
thought he
I
was
was
taking away.
confused by that. I was like, is this his stepsister or is
Or
this
your
his
half
half
sister.
sister?
Sister. Right. Which one is it?
Because he was like she felt like she didn't get the mama the way that she wanted to. And
Right.
I'm like, but is that your mama or not? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm definitely confused on half and stepsister because I think he confused. But the fact that he was like, I ain't talked to her in 18 years, and then
Crazy.
and then he was like, I got married, and she was saying it's not your fault and all this and all that. I'm like, dude, like what's going on there? But I just felt like when they were having that conversation, Madison was not there, was not present in that conversation enough. Um, just because she just wasn't. I felt like she could have did more, or could have handled that conversation a little bit better. She pretty much had the same. Like I guess it was a disdain for her mom. I ain't really catch her part because I was like, man, I'm tired of looking at them going to do some athletic thing. Like, go paint.
Yeah, her and her mom, she's like, my mom wasn't a very good mom. And then I don't know if it was this episode, but she talked about her grandmother being there for her
Oh, it was
in
this
ways that
episode.
her mom couldn't be there for her. And I'm like, was your mama on drugs?
Didn't she say
Just
she
say
didn't want to
that.
have kids?
Yeah, she said she didn't know if she wanted to have
Yeah,
kids
she
or
said she
not
was scared. She was scared to have kids.
because she was scared how the way that she might treat her kids the way that her mom treated her. And I was like, therapy, baby, you need to go. You need to have 2 therapists.
My question, not now that we like that's out in the air and we're talking about it, if I can just jump in,
Go ahead.
how did they get chosen to do this show? Because I mean, like that's not, like if you got stuff like that, like we like getting married, we wasn't perfect. We didn't have everything together, but that's the emotional thing that why don't you bring somebody else into that?
Because that's not one of the questions on the questionnaire. Did your parents fight over you for 14 years? It's not a question.
I don't know, man. It seems like the way they talk about what they go through to get on the show, I would feel like that would come up because that's a
Probably not. And we have to also look at it is that they don't want to particularly cast people that are necessarily ready for marriage, just
Right.
that want to be married, because there's a
I hear you.
difference.
I hear you.
So
It's still a TV show, but
we look at all these people. That's the perfect word for it, unhealed trauma. We look at all these people that have all of these parts of themselves that still need
Bless
some
you.
type of work. And with them having all these parts of themselves that still need some type of work, and they're just trying to fit it together and move on. Because you're going to always have your people who were like, what's old girl's name? Amelia from that one season that was just like, this is just something fun to do. And then
Amelia
you're gonna
Bennett,
have
yeah.
people,
What?
you don't remember that?
No.
From New Orleans. She just wanted to do it because it was fun.
Oh, really?
She was like, I got a break between now and my residency starting, and I could do this for 8 weeks.
Right.
All right. So it seems like having a place to live would be a qualification to be on show. Not necessarily.
Right.
Because this not the first.
This the second person that didn't have a place to live that I remember.
Me too.
Christina
from New Orleans.
New Orleans,
She
honey.
lived out of her car.
and Bennett
But
didn't
the
even
flight
have
is-
running water. So the
Bennett had running
qualifications
water.
are very low.
Bennett is a different person though.
But he didn't have running water.
Bennett built that house.
But he still have a place to live.
He
Yeah.
did have a place to
was
live, but
dirty.
it was basically a storage unit.
He built.
It's still basically a storage
Hey.
unit.
I'm trying to build me a shed. So
Anywho, it just, who was we talking about? Madison Allen.
that's terrible.
I literally wrote in my notes, "Cry me a river," about her because we were poor. Okay,
I hate
you
that
probably
this-
didn't know that you were poor.
I hate that this
until
poor
you were an
thing has
adult.
came up a couple times.
And then I don't like you, but I'm going to try to pretend that I like you. And we're just going to keep moving past this. And I'm going to keep moving the goalposts because I really don't like you. I'm just able to hide it better than other people who don't like their spouses on the show. So it's all very just annoying, to say the least. And I just want her to go somewhere and be with who she want to be with. And if it's that man with his ponytail, so be it. Stop lying to him.
Well,
Like,
man.
I'm getting
Oh.
closer to you every day. You're not. You don't like him. And that's
Hey,
it.
she did let him hug her and grab her butt.
I saw that. I saw that. I was like, all right, Alan.
No, because she was like, you got 5 seconds. That's the only thing I got to say. I agree with everything y'all said because the only thing I got to say is you got 5 seconds to get this hug.
She did. Like, she was like, hurry up, hurry up.
Yeah.
That's
And so
what they
him grabbing the booty was because he wanted to. That's how he hugs as a person. She did not want that hug, and she was hoping that he took too long so she could be like, never mind. Like
She was. Hey, he took full advantage of his 5 seconds.
He did.
He ran over there. He grabbed her up like this, and he went down to that. I didn't like that neither. When she said, "Hurry up!" and you're like, "Dang, you bossing him around like you're snobby, right?
yeah.
You're coming off like you're better than him in that sense. I don't mind the sports thing, but let's make it equitable, right? Let's do some even things that he likes to do, like drive cars or go eat dinner. And maybe they did something he likes to do. What I don't know, but what we see is her, and she talking about all the sports she played, which kept her out of trouble. It probably kept her away from her mom because she was always at practice. Her grandma was able to see her. I just need her and him. I just need her to be truthful to him, right? Hey, I like you as a friend. This is where we're going to go on this show. We can go hang out and drink with each other, but you're not my boo. You're my husband right now, but in about 20 days, you're not gonna be my husband. Don't leave this man guessing. I think David knows. I'm not skipping David. I think Alan knows that she doesn't like him, but he still recognizes that he's on TV as well, and he don't want to rock the boat. So he wants to be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep being the nice guy. But I know in my heart of hearts, she friend zone me. And I'm not getting anytime a girl has not kissed you or let you hold her hand or hug her, and y'all do a bet and she still kiss you on the cheek, that's friend zone.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would have kissed one of her girlfriends on the lips before she kissed him.
Right, that's friend zone. And I'm only thing about Alan I don't like is he never asked, what is it about me that you don't like?
He did though.
He did?
Month anniversary, he asked, and she was like, "Do you really want to get into that right now?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She did say that. She said, "What you really want to get into that right now?" And he never revisited it.
That'll be something I'd have revisited.
He just know that it's everything that she don't like. Everything that he said is all the things that she don't like. And he just probably like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep trying. I'm gonna just keep trying. That's all I can. I don't
He's
have
just gonna keep trying for 19 days, and say no.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna make it. She
They're
don't
not
like
gonna make
him. She don't want to be with him. She's not attracted to him.
And then when he snapped back the one good time, she can feel some type of way. He hasn't snapped back yet, but when he does snap back, she can feel some type of way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When he get get with MM, she really gonna feel it. Like,
I can't wait.
Is that what we said?
Yeah, that was what I decided.
I can't wait till we see the reunion, because you know they always look better at the reunion. Like they seem.
Oh yeah.
And they look like, oh, I got to make sure I show the F up. Okay.
Right.
I'm excited. I want to see him that he went to one of these barbers that be on Instagram and got him a
I
friend.
bet you he not gonna have green glasses on at the reunion.
No, he gonna be to a T.
Honey. His black friends are telling him right now. And then the homegirls that he's got this black, they're gonna, black wife affect him as a friend. Like,
yeah.
I feel like,
Shoot,
yeah,
man.
He can come in there smelling good.
Right.
Yeah.
She gonna be like, dang, Alan.
Dang, Alan. Like, what
she gonna still be like,
David still gonna have that ponytail.
Like, what you bump into in your car? So let's move on to this couple here. Talisa, we're gonna start with you. Ikechi and MM.
I'm glad that they both understood that this was a bad idea for them to be living together. Like, I'm really glad that they both said the same thing. But most importantly, I want to say that he's an asshole, and he keeps just reminding us that he's the asshole, and it's not her, that it is absolutely him. Because why are you here's my thing. So when we saw them with their friends, right? And the friend, as a friend, and your friend, he's telling his friend, what did he say? I'm uncomfortable. She keeps asking me questions. She wants to get to know me. And the friend originally says, because maybe she wants to get to know you. And then he's like, well, when she asks you a question, like, who are you? How are you? Those aren't the questions that she's asking. She's asking actual questions that you can answer. It's not just generalizations. I don't like him. I don't like him. And then I'm glad that she said, I am not going to put any effort in, that you're going to have to put all the effort in. But in that same, I'm all over the place. My ADHD is showing. But when they were sitting in that living room and she said we needed to talk, and they came and they talked, and she was like, we need to have a conversation about what happened. And he was like, no, we don't. Why? I don't understand why we wouldn't have a conversation about the way that made me feel, the way it made you feel. You just want to wipe the slate clean and start fresh? Start fresh where? What's the fresh part we're starting at? Because it's going to be in the both of us in the back of our minds that this is who we are, who we were, and what the perception is. Yeah, but he's an asshole. He's and then I wrote down, why is he grabbing his stuff? Like, if we working things through, let me get the rest of my stuff, because he does not plan on being in a relationship with her. I ain't even look at my notes because he started with me first. I just feel like it's a waste of time. Like, it's a waste of time, and I'm glad that they both decided that they needed to slow down. But more importantly, I'm glad that, let's hope she really does it, that she does not reach out to him, that she lets him take the lead. And when he said, I've been taking the lead, I was reaching out to you, I was, and she said that 1 week you weren't, he was like, I wasn't talking about that. What? Like, he's got some growing to do. That's why he ain't been in a relationship in 12 years. Yeah. I'm getting more and more away from asexual. Like, I'm getting more and more away from it to something else, because he does not show any interest. He likes his friend more than he liked MM. Okay. Just so
Who was his friend?
I don't even remember
have friends there.
Yeah.
She said he don't have any friends in Chicago.
All we saw is that one guy he was doing the basketball with.
She said he doesn't have any friends to hold him accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet. Get him.
Quiet.
And I can see that being true, because the friend did not say, well, what's aggressive about her? Well, why don't you like her questions? Because me as your friend, I'm gonna be like, well, hold on. Now wait a minute.
He made up a story, and that pissed me off.
Which story? Tell me.
When he was whatever they were doing, boxing, basketball, whatever they were doing, athleticism on the screen. They were going back and forth, and he was like, yeah, man, and she did this. And I'm like, no, tell the whole story. Because you're not telling the entire story. And that's why it's so easy to get him on your side, is because you're not telling the complete story about what happened. Quad is really doing the absolute most right here. Ow. He went back over there to get his things, and the easiest way to do that was saying, we gonna have a talk.
She invited.
She the one that invited him, but he was like, cool. And then the whole, I'm uncomfortable being around you. Really, she looked more uncomfortable than he did. She just seems very like, oh my God, now what? Like, she's literally walking on eggshells more than he is. But I'm done. Y'all, I don't like him. And I think that she's foolish. There we go.
I don't even know if it's her being foolish or if she's just following what production told her to do, which was sit here and play nice. And that's what she was doing.
I think that she's foolish, because there's no way, if this man starts to provide effort, she's gonna go back into trying to. She shouldn't give him any options. There should be no options. There shouldn't have been nothing a few episodes ago, but she kept trying. And I just feel like she's a little foolish. She wants to be.
I agree with that. Like, wouldn't be no trying on my part, but Artika's not gonna do a relationship on television because I don't know how to act.
Well, I would do it on television, and y'all would be talking about me like y'all talk about Michelle or Madison. Like y'all talk, whichever one, both of them. Y'all be talking about me like, oh, this girl just be saying anything. No, I be smiling when I.
Well, yours will also be very straightforward and not beating around the bush and pretending like this could work if you did this. Yeah. It would literally be I don't like you.
I don't like you, and it's this and that and the third. You want to try this different thing? I don't know.
It brings me to the idea that there's a thin line between I don't like you and just being a a-hole, you know. And I think with Ikechi, I think he crossed that line, stomped on the line, erased the line, and moved it.
He breakdanced.
He sure did. What Missy say? I'm gonna flip it down and reverse it.
Now flipping and reverse it.
He did everything he could to that line, man. I don't like the way he treats her. I don't like the way he talks to her. I have an issue with not wanting to talk about the whatever she wanted to talk about in the past. Like, there was no resolve. Like, it's a wonderful feeling to get some type of closure to something to move on.
Oh, and I am married to the king of closure.
Yeah, you gonna hear what I got to say now. I gotta get it off my chest. even if I gotta sit there and say what I got to say, and you just be quiet and listen, I'm gonna say what I have to say. But that was the thing. He just it's a thing of I'm not even gonna try no more. And I love the fact that she was like, if you want to talk to me, it's gonna be on you. Cause I ain't reaching out. And I hope she stands by that, like you said, Talisa. But it's man, you see them and it's like, man, I get it, man. You want them on here because they're a part of the show and stuff like that, but we're not going anywhere with this. Like we know what their answer is gonna be on decision, or at least what it should be. Both of them should say no on decision day. We know that he don't like her. We know that she's head over heels over the idea of a husband for whatever reason. I wish she would talk more into that. You know, why are you so I'm a try with this with my husband and stuff like that. So I just really don't appreciate how he talks to her and treats her, because nobody needs to be treated that way. Like we're all adults, or and they both are adults in that situation. And it's just a way to talk to people. You know, he talking about, well, I want to leave the past in the past. Like that's some dumb stuff, man. Like, come on, you know what she trying to say. You know what she trying to do, man. Just go ahead and listen, because you know you full of it, man. That stuff is just
It
old to
bothers
me.
me though to be like, we just gotta basically sweep this under the rug like it never happened.
No, we can't do that.
Cussed at me. At least say something.
Sorry. Apologize for that.
Like, if you feel like I said what I said, stand on that, but don't act like it never happened.
Right.
And that's what he's doing. And it's like, for her to say, like, I mean, we ain't gonna talk if you don't reach out. I agree with that. But also, I think it's just one of those things. I really believe production came in and was like, hey, what we not doing is this. Nobody is leaving the show early. All y'all said y'all doing this for 8 weeks. Stick it out. Figure it out amongst yourselves. Do whatever you gotta do. But we are sticking around. And nobody, the producers haven't even asked anybody, like, is this your decision day?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pia got really close when she was like, so why are you even trying? And that should have been the conversation after that was, I'm not trying. I shouldn't be trying. But for some reason, she was like, I'm going to do it. I just feel like this has all been like.
That's my man, and I'm going to stick by
I wish she would have said no. Both of them would have said no last week.
Yeah, that would have been
when they were sitting there with Dr. P and Pastor Cal, like, no, we're not going to move in with him. These things have to change. And she kept put 10 toes down on the things that have to change. She could, what she still told him in the apartment, she could have said last week to Dr. P and Pastor Cal, like, we're not gonna move back until he start communicating with me.
But I also don't want to see them for 6 more episodes in the I'm single capacity. Let me break the news to everybody that me and Ike aren't together anymore.
Right.
And let me see if I can talk to you guys. And we're still gonna do all the girls' activities together. And we're still gonna do all the guys' activities, because Married at First Sight loves to drag that out too. It's it was like, just let these people have a clean break. We ain't together no more. Everybody don't need to know why.
But
they know.
The fellas ain't talking to Ike like that, are they?
No. They don't like him.
No.
They don't like him at all. You can tell they don't like him. Because one, he's standoffish. Two, the way he treats his wife, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody's gonna put up with that, right? 3 is he kind of talked to them a little bit the same way, like smug, right? Yeah. I think he thinks he's better than some of them that's in that group. What I didn't like about him is this. Y'all guys said it. She's been calling you for a week. You didn't respond, but you can't tell her why you ain't talked to her for a week. But you willing to move back in with her?
Mm-hmm. And even the reasons that he gave on After Party, which we know, of course, this is completely after the fact, after production has completely wrapped. He was like, the reasons that he was like upset about things that she said and did was all about, they were directed to other people. Like, he literally has no basis that he's willing to inform us about. And I'm like, tell us. She said there's nothing to hide. Tell us what happened if something really happened. Otherwise, you're making up things.
he's making up stuff because he's not the top dog in the room. She has more quote unquote stuff than him.
TVs.
She make a little bit more money than him.
And a better air fryer.
And so he can't handle a woman who's independent. Here's my thing with him. If she's being too aggressive and she put the ball in your court now, what pace are you going to move at? Because you said she was aggressive. She's moving too quickly. Now she said, I'm not going to communicate unless you communicate. We're not going to do anything unless you do it. I'm interested to see how much effort he put forth. And I don't think it's going to be any, right? I don't think he can put any effort forth. No. Because if you want, I think he talks a good game. He never walks it. If you're going to be a leader, right? Mm-hmm. If you want her to follow you, then have a place for her to go. Mm-hmm. Too many guys want to be leaders in relationships, but you ain't taking nobody anywhere.
Y'all don't have a this reunion and say that this relationship has impacted his life in so many ways because he's not selling his books no more.
Yo, anyway, the books are negative and the reviews are terrible. But
oh yeah, her karaoke machine. I forgot about that. And she had the lights.
The lights, don't
forget about the lights, right? In the lights. Yo, the way he be trying to buck off on her is like, bro, can you stop? Like, can you really stop trying to buck and talk negative to this woman who clearly doesn't like you anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Who's clearly here so she don't get fined.
Yeah.
Right? She's clearly here. She's at the point where she's done with him. Like, oh, why you ain't gonna call him husband anymore? Well, he can need to start acting like a man. And you're gonna have to start doing this, this, and this. All right? She came into the process with pure heart and an open mind. And with her pure heart and open mind, she got crushed by a guy who didn't come in with a pure heart and open mind, who lied to her emotionally, who was deceitful, who said one thing but did another. And so he wasn't able to meet her needs. Let him go and call it a day. But those two right there, the more Married at First Sight put them together, more of a train wreck we get because she's not going to put up. We're going to see the MM that her friends talked about, the one that didn't put up with any mess, the one that didn't take nothing off anybody. Yeah. And that's the MM we're going to start seeing when it comes to dealing with Ike. She can start dealing with Ike with a 10-foot pole. Like, bro, whatever. And he going to get mad because she can start challenging him. And that's the biggest issue. He didn't like to be challenged. The questions challenged him to be honest, to be truthful. And he didn't want to deal with none of that, in my opinion. Anything else we got on MM and Kechi?
He wouldn't answer her questions. That's what the issue was. Mm-hmm. What time is it? You know, on Sundays.
Think about time.
The clock is over there. Looking at his clock and saying what time it is. Like, you're right. Like, it's just
like this dude wouldn't answer her questions, so of course she gonna come back with another question.
The thing about time is just relevant to the person that's asking what time is it.
Can we talk about what we came here to talk about? Because I don't know what she talking about.
I had Jack laughing about him. I said, man, he just came from church, ain't learned nothing.
Not one thing.
Not one thing. Yo, no forgiveness, no humility, no nothing. Like, what do you
people that are meant to be by himself? He needs to be he's one of them kind of people.
That's why he just want to be able to say he was divorced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when the reunion comes, he's still gonna be divorced. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gonna be dating either. Nothing. He ain't gonna have nothing.
MM gonna be in a new relationship, man.
I think I read that she's engaged.
She's engaged. She got engaged. From what I heard, she got engaged right after the show. With somebody not on the show.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, was it Alan? Look at me.
Look, that's who I've been wanting her to be with. I like Alan.
Those are facts. So let's go to this couple. Talisa, I'm gonna start with you.
No. You're gonna start with Tommy.
Tommy, I'm gonna start with you. Tommy, you always eating on this show.
I ain't got nothing to eat.
Nothing to eat today. No, nothing to eat today because you got your Palm Pilot. You want to mess your Palm Pilot up?
Yeah.
So we got that. Have you ever told your food, I want to eat you up?
You the dinner I want to
do. You, like, excuse my language, guys. But when he said that was my food, I literally said to RT, because this is the first time we watched Married at First Sight together in a long time.
In seasons.
I said, that nigga lying. That is exactly what I said. That nigga is lying. Man, when he said that,
and
I
I'm
was-
yelling at the TV, ask him to see his phone.
Right.
Tell him to show you the phone.
I'm saying, who cares? You don't like that man. Why is you so serious about it? That's me. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yo,
Like, why you got so much invested in it? Like you like the man.
Well,
Brother,
y'all
can't
know.
you just let it go.
I would enjoy catching somebody in a lie, liking them or not. Just don't lie to me.
yo,
You don't like.
I probably wouldn't even never brought that up. I ain't gonna even lie.
I don't like you. You know that I don't like you. You mistakenly text me. Who was you talking about?
yo.
Maybe I could be your
You
wing
just kind of
woman.
want to find out at that.
He didn't. He
Maybe
didn't
I could
even
be
know.
your wing
He-
woman. But
he
in the
didn't even know because she
meantime,
said in the
show me the
car.
picture.
Huh?
Yo, he said he had no clue until she said something in the car. He said, "Oh, I was going to delete that." I told somebody. I told Jack. I said, "Look, he should have sat there quiet till he came up with a better lie." Like, what you say? Right. His lie could have been since he was out with Madison and Allen anyway. He could have been like, "Man, I was drunk, and
That's
you
the
know,
one.
I was drunk, and I wanted to see, what you can say."
What you say?
What
And
you
that
say?
was- that's
And what
it.
you gonna do? I felt a little froggy, so I wanted to leave.
That's what you was supposed. That's what he was supposed to say. I
That's
was
what you
drinking, and
should've
I,
said. That
I
was-
really am attracted to you. That's the lie you tell, not that
Right.
shit he told.
This dude said it was some food. I ain't never talked to my food like that, and I love food.
I love food,
I love food.
and I'm not gonna tell my food. Oh, good, dang, I want to eat you up.
I ain't never sent no text message to nobody talking about some. I want to eat you up. No, not about no food.
He be using the background music from Smoking and Grilling with AB's videos.
Right.
You know, he be having sensual R&B playing in the background as he presents the plate. That's how David was imagining
Man,
this text message came through.
If I was David in that car, I would have said, "Man, that was to you. You didn't respond, so I just kind of like,
Let it go.
just didn't think about it anymore, because if you would have responded, I would have, just kind of going off what you 'cause we had a great day and all this and all that and stuff like that. But that nigga was lying.
Like, yo, like we had a
Look,
great
he
day, and I thought I
even
was trying to get
said
lucky.
that, what's her name? I mean, what's his name? Alan. They said he was with Alan and
Michelle,
Michelle.
I mean Allison Madison.
Yeah, he could have said that. Man, Alan took my phone and texted to see what you was gonna say.
She was gonna call
He could
Alan.
have said that too, because we was drinking, and I told him how much I liked you and wanted things to work out. It's so many things that he could have said.
Or he could have said, "Man, that was for this girl I was talking to, because I know me and you ain't finna do nothing.
Right.
We ain't going
Especially
nowhere."
after he done shared all the people he been chatting with.
Right.
You're a cheater.
Like that's the thing that bothers me more about the situation, and we talked about it a lot last week, but it's like the only reason we're considering this cheating or any parts of it of being cheating is because they're married. But we've been watching this season, and they've been, if that's what marriage was, I would not want to be married. I wouldn't even want you as a girlfriend, because that's not a relationship what this man has been going through. So the expectation in my mind is, like, I'm not surprised that this happened. I'm just surprised that he made the mistake of texting her and then come up with this dumbass lie. Like, I'm just like, you've been in this for we got 20 days left, so we 6 weeks at minimum, right? And for 6 weeks you've heard she don't like you, she can't get past the fact that you live at home, you don't dress well, you like a party boy, I don't like you, what else?
Cuss too much.
You cuss too much, you smoke cigarettes, you're not this, you like, when I think of you, I think of being poor, you're not successful.
You're ugly.
Oh, we made strides, but then what your strides you make? It's crickets. Like, this has been a bad situation for this man.
The entire time.
And the fact that this man has sat up here and said,
laughing at high vibe because he did do it like it was Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia.
Don, LaShawn, Inez.
Like, I was texting everybody. Nikki, you remember her?
Where'd you meet Kim? At an
At
ice cream parlor.
That's his girl. You forgot about the one I got tatted on my chest. I texted her too. He was texting everybody.
Man, but for me, it's expected, right? I'm not surprised. Do you want him to do that? Absolutely not. It's she put herself in the position to be done that way, but then it's like, why do you care now? Because you didn't care that he was trying to talk to you. You didn't care that he was trying to make all these changes because he hadn't asked her to change anything. Well, at least I don't remember him saying, "Hey, you need to change this."
He didn't.
I don't know, man. It's just the lie what makes it sound bad.
Do you blame her for being mad? And do she have the right to be mad?
I don't think she has the right to be mad. Because he has the right to be mad at her for the treatment that he's been getting.
I think that she's upset because she feels like she's better than him and that there should be no one else that you can get that's better than me. So how dare you? You're lucky to be around me. I think that that's the reason that only reason that she would be upset. But, and she could have just, personally, she could have been like, so yeah, I saw it and I think that you're lying and it's cool. Like, I think it's just too much. I think it's just, personally, I think she's just doing too much now. Like, oh, now I got my way out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, now I can walk away. Right now, this is it. I can go. You could have been gone. You could have been gone. We all know that you don't like him. He knows that you don't like him. Everybody that's watching, the people that are around you, everybody knows that you don't like him. That is not one person, not even your friends. When you went and visited with your mom and them, they all know you don't like him.
Yep.
Even the friend when you was sitting down and you was having bar with her. Because as a friend, if I'm your friend, I probably would have been like, but girl, you don't like him. So why is it such a big deal? Why do you feel like you need to catch him in a lie? You know that he's lying. you know that he's lying. You should just say, it's okay. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And let it go. But that's not the kind of friend you got. Your friend say, yeah, girl, catch him in a lie. I don't catch him in a lie. Child, I don't know. Maybe that's just me and the kind of friend I am, because I feel like people should do the things that make them happy and bring you joy, and you should create the life you desire. And he's not part of that. So you need to go ahead and tell the truth. I don't know. That's just me though. You know, I don't know.
I think she was embarrassed a little bit too.
Yeah.
By the fact that he cheated. She was heartbroken by the fact that even though I'm treating you bad, you're supposed to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's all embarrassment too. I don't know about heartbroken. Yeah.
Well, yeah, embarrassment. I don't say heartbroken, right?
Yeah.
Because how can I go back and tell other girls, man, he's cheating on me?
I don't even like him and he cheating on me.
Right. But somebody should tell her, like, didn't you not like him? Again, I'm not condoning cheating, because I think, David, you took your vows, you wait 8 weeks. It's just my point, my stance on that. I think you took your vows, you said y'all were married, you wait till this bad boy is over. Mm-hmm. You're not getting what you need emotionally at home, and you married, you don't step out. It's just not right. All right. Wait till they say divorce, do what you need to do, and then you go find somebody. What was it, Harris from last season or Tennessee season? Yeah. Like, or I think it was Clint. One of them said, I got something lined up when this is over. All right.
That was Clint.
Clint, like, I got something lined up when this is over.
But Clint played nice with Gina.
He played nice with Gina, and waited till the thing was over. Honor your commitment, right? That's my biggest thing with him. Honor your commitment. Come up with a better lie. She was shocked because when he said it, you see her head, she went. She did a whole
that was the how dare he? How dare he?
How dare he?
Someone that's not me.
Not me. And how dare he be so bold to say it? Like, one thing he messed up on. Another thing when he messed up on the lie is this: you got to be able to tell a lie that you can back up.
Yes.
And when she asked him, "Where's the picture?" and you go grab your phone and don't produce no picture,
he was supposed to have a picture.
You had a day and a half. You had a day or two to go get a picture on your phone. I would have peeled up the first chicken and dumpling picture from the Chinese restaurant.
It didn't even matter.
And be like, yo, here you go. I would have called my cousin and say, yo, can you text me something, please?
Text me this. Text me. Call. Text me. Can you go on here? And text me this.
Especially when you know that she got her number.
Right? Can you
It's
text me this?
confusing that she
Yeah.
has her number because why you pretending like you want to know his family? You don't like
Hey,
him.
Tommy, I went on Photoshop and took that and had to work that time. But
You wouldn't
again,
even have to do all that because you would have told the right kind of lie in the beginning. I had been drinking.
yeah.
You know, I find you
Or-
attractive. I
But it's
find
not
you
a lot.
attractive.
But
I was,
here it is.
and Madison and no, what's her name? Yeah, Madison and Alan was smiling and grinning and stuff, and I was like, oh, I really want that. Like,
Yo, here's the thing. They was texting each other across the table. I get
That's what it
you.
was.
He went M. You hit an M. You thought you hit Michelle when you met Madison. Now
Oh,
I
man,
get
what if that's what really
that
happened?
is
Oh,
probably what
man.
that
happened.
is what happened.
Good
I
point.
guarantee you that's what happened. Hey, I can tell the story because Jack will let me tell it on review. And I don't care if they're watching or not. I'm not gonna say no names. I know a couple. I know a guy. They were all out to dinner, and the lady and the guy, two separate families, they were cheating, and he was texting her across the table. So much you
They
look
be
good
like
today.
that. They
Yeah.
be doing that.
That's some crazy, man.
That's crazy. I tell y'all who it is when we get off the air, but I tell you it's crazy. All right, but it's crazy. Yeah. So when I first saw this, and she said it was out with Madison and Alan, and I go, oh, he was texting Madison.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. If that's what happened.
Why your boy is out? While y'all all out together, you texting this girl. So I want to eat you up. Here, what happened is I told Jackie, I got a whole story in my head. It didn't start that way, but when you start working out with somebody every day,
Yeah,
and she's listening to your gripes. Remember on the honeymoon, he was able to share with Madison
yeah.
and talk about Michelle. He was able to open up with Madison, and she didn't give him no lip. She took it all in. They both like the same things, and so when they was working out in the morning, guess what he saw? Madison, man, guess what happened to my relationship? Well, guess what happened to mine? And they built a bond. So it's like the girl in the class. Yeah, it's like the trauma bond. It's like the girl you sit in the classroom beside every day, and in the year you find out you like her.
Yeah, they don't find out that built. That's been brewing.
I think they built this thing because they work out every morning. And the days that one don't come and work out with them, it's a plus.
I'm wondering next week when she brings it up in the sound bowl or the yoga, whatever they doing, I'm gonna be looking at Madison's face. I'm gonna be looking at Madison's face when Michelle shares the text message. Like is she gonna know that it was for her instead? I'm gonna be looking.
No, because remember she never got it unless he copied it again.
No, I know she never got it, but because she's gonna say when it was sent or whatever. I'm wondering if she's gonna know, oh, that was really meant for me.
She gonna be like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna see her face.
She gonna be like,
her face.
For real, girl? That's what happened?
Camera gonna go to her.
Oh my gosh.
And then I guess maybe in 2 weeks we'll find out. They'll give us all the details of the
How about a month? They're gonna stretch that out. But again,
think so?
David's on the after party next week, and Keisha wait, I can't wait till David gets here.
Oh, because he hasn't been there.
Not since the cheating thing.
Man,
He was
I
there
can't wait
early
till the
on.
reunion.
But Keisha's like, when David get here next week, and then it's crazy, him and Madison on the same show. She said, well, I got David and Madison coming on next week.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure to watch it next week. I didn't watch it this week. I'm gonna make sure I watch it next week.
So
I'm watching
the whole thing is coming together.
Be like Jerry. Jerry.
Not Jerry.
Yo, this is crazy though. But to
And
me,
really, is this a setup? Because they know they've been doing really like. When I say they, I mean Married at First Sight. Like, it's all of this because they know that they're not doing as well as they used to. Like, is this all part of a setup?
It could be.
Anything is possible.
Yeah,
It's a scheme that tied to it.
It's good TV. It makes for great TV. So, but his lie was just. I was like, bro, that's the best you could do. Like on your feet, that's the best you could do.
Hey, on short notice, that's the best he could do.
He's not a very good liar.
No, he ain't. What it is he, because brilliant people, really bright people, quick on your feet, quick.
Yeah.
He's not quick on his feet.
He
panicked.
panicked. He panicked. That's what happened.
If you gonna be cheating, you can't be panicking. Not that I'm cheating, Y'all, I don't agree with cheating. I don't believe that you should cheat. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be that kind of person, then you have to be quick on your feet.
Yeah.
They'd be like, man, what you talking about? I text you last night. Oh yeah, you text me for real? What did I
I
say?
was drunk. I was.
That was
Man,
not me.
The easiest
I didn't
way
even
to
have
get,
my phone last
the
night.
easiest way to get out of that thing, man. That was for you. You ain't
The
say nothing.
easiest.
That's
Get
the
down.
easiest way to get out of it.
And
You
let
didn't
her have an
respond back
attitude
to
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
like,
what
yo, that was for you. I wanted to see what you were gonna say.
Or that's how I really feel about you. I like you. You just don't like me. And let
Right.
her have an attitude about it because she don't like you and be like, how dare you? That's so disrespectful.
Put it back all on her.
right.
Hey,
Yeah,
you-
and then just deal with that because she don't like you.
And that's
Right.
another thing that she don't like.
But you
He
know,
been texting me inappropriately. His hair always in a ponytail. He still be sneaking and smoking. Just
not sneaking and smoking.
add stuff to the list.
No, that's her out though. That's her.
Yo, that's
I'm not
how.
the villain no
Her
more.
exit for
I'm the
sure.
anti-hero now.
Anti-hero.
Somebody said she was trying to make him the villain. She
Yeah.
did. She made he the villain. He lied. He the villain, but so is she. They neither one of them is
On
a hero in
decision day,
this.
she is going to sit there with her tears and she is going to say, I just can't believe that you guys matched me with someone who would just cheat on me and then mistakenly text me about it. She's going to go all out.
She is.
And Pastor
Yeah.
Cal said, let me see your phone. He like, no.
Right now, it's just even it's even worse.
It's even worse, yeah.
Worse. It's just getting worse and worse and worse because you didn't know how to lie, and the fact that you had to lie, and the fact that you, I guess, needing some affection and needing some attention and somebody to like you, so you did that because that's really what it was. He wanted to be married. He was all in, and really he was looking for some affection, for somebody to like him, and she's not the person to do it. So he decided, I'm gonna reach out to the people on Tinder. And
That's what it was, Tinder.
Tinder,
He
Tinder.
was talking to one of the girls that he went on some dates with on Tinder.
And he brought us some coffee. I was with her yesterday.
Yeah, the guy was with her yesterday. Like, he is looking for someone to give him the affection and you're attractive and what he's used to receiving from women that this woman is not giving him. Remember, I talked about that when we talked about cheating. What do people normally do? They start looking for what they're not receiving, and that is exactly what he did, and that's how he ended up in the place.
So let me ask this: do you blame him for doing that?
Yes, I do. He's wrong.
I don't know. I'm gonna say because they're married, there's an issue, but also, like, she needed to say that she didn't want to be married to him. Like, I'm in a space. He should not be cheating on her. But who's to say that he's actually doing anything? Is it just a conversation? Like, I don't know. I ain't been married now for almost 9 years. So don't listen to me. I'm not a good judge. Only the people that's been married and married now and making it work can answer that question. Okay.
I agree. This is his fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
He should have had more self-control.
Listen to them. They know. I don't know, because I'm over here like, don't listen to me.
Apparently, don't listen to me either, man.
You should have more.
I'm like, I don't know. She set it up, and he just did not have. He does not have the willpower or the ability to stay in a space that would just be like, you're the bad person, or even know how to do it and not get caught.
It was stupid that you sent it to the wrong person. That's the first thing.
It happens.
But it's not supposed to. But the reason why my stance is surprising, yes. Expected, maybe. Is because he can't leave. In any other situation, he's out of there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he can't leave. He has to wait.
How many weeks in a day?
I'm gonna say 6, but they got 20 days.
5
left.
or 6 weeks in. He would have left 4.5 weeks ago.
Right. Soon as we got back from the honeymoon, he'd have been out of there. This ain't gonna work.
Nah, he probably would have dished her on the honeymoon.
Nah, you would have stayed.
He would have stayed a little longer because he really seemed like he was like, I like her, I'm all in. Even though she is not a nice lady, I'm still willing to try.
Then we'd have been like 3 hours later. He's out of there.
and honestly, all she had to do was give him compliments every now and again. Like, I like how you look today. Or I'm so glad that you go to the gym. Like, I'm not saying that what he is doing was the right thing. I'm just saying the reason why he's doing it.
You have a beautiful curl pattern.
You got a beautiful. I love the way you put that ponytail in, but she don't like that ponytail. She don't like that ponytail.
What
She
they're saying is, if you're not doing it, somebody else is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, Glenn.
That's exactly what happened. You're not doing it. Somebody else is giving him the attention he needs, and guess what? He's gravitating to that attention because he's not getting it at home. Doesn't justify the behavior, but it just understand why people do what they do.
There it is. Thank you. Yeah. Because and then when I think about like when she talks to her friends about him, she says that he's supportive and he's kind and he does all these things. She says nice things about him, but that she can't receive him. She needs to say those things to him. Like, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Something. I don't know.
Be a nice human.
Yeah.
I think literally the only thing nice that she said to him since the start of this is that he cooks well.
Yeah. She took him to get
clothes
last week.
But that was her picking out something. That wasn't inherently him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, out of all the things, a jean jacket.
A jean jacket.
Yeah. A jean jacket.
Y'all
that really ooh, a jean jacket.
That's what he got.
And I do like jean jackets personally on men, but still, that's really it. I
don't have an issue with jeans.
Yeah. But really, that's what you
picked to elevate his style.
That's a jean jacket. That wasn't it. That wasn't the thing.
Thomas laid it down and got 2 earrings. Maybe David need to lay it down. He get more than a jean jacket.
Get close to that thing, man.
And I think that he's too muscular, like too thick, like for her. I don't know what you call men that are more muscular.
Round.
Huh?
Round.
Okay. But I think too big. Like he's not slender.
That's a good one. Broad.
Yeah.
Broad. There, okay, broad. And then D has said, I wonder if he didn't tell her about living in the basement, would something be different? I think it would have been a little different.
I think so.
Like if he had phrased it as when they get ready to go to the house, not on the wedding day, but when they get ready to go to the house, hey, I was living somewhere else. I just moved back into my parents' place, even though the just is a lie. The just part is the lie. Move back into my parents' place. So right now, this is where I'm sleeping.
Right. Even on the honeymoon, he could have did it like towards the end of the honeymoon, closer to the end. I think he shared too much too soon, but I like that he was honest and open. So,
but he sure wasn't honest and open about their text message.
No, he wasn't. But she knows he talking to people from Tinder and bringing people coffee.
Mm-hmm. Can we say that relationship is done?
I said that at the honeymoon.
Look, if it wasn't done before, it's done now.
Only relationship that's gonna keep going, if we gonna be honest about it, is the Camille and Thomas one. Everybody else is out. Nobody. I don't even think that one person would say yes and the other person would say no. I think every last other person is saying no. No one is saying yes and no one is saying no. Like there's no maybes happening.
No babies. None.
Nope. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Hey, so that's another episode down in the back, guys in the chat. We appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with us. Talisa, what you got coming up? What you promoting?
I do have my book club. I'm ready as it stands today. I think I'm ready. I'm dropping the link if you want to join. Look at me trying to be a little prepared.
Well, I'm gonna join.
Yeah, I'm dropping it so you can join. So that we can read for March and read for February, and then have our first meeting. It's a Zoom meeting because it's virtual. Anybody anywhere can join. So we can have our first meeting at the end of February or the beginning of March. I still don't know what book, but I do have maybe an option or two. I'm also on Goodreads. I also put the book Black Book Joy in Goodreads, but we're not going to do that. But I would like you guys to join and just tell me that you joined. You know what I'm saying? You want me to put the cute? You need me to put, you know what I'm going to do? Wait, hold on, bro. I got, I do. Look, I did. I don't know if I can, never mind.
Just try it.
I'm all trying to see if I could do a drag and drop of the,
I'm gonna share it in Jack and Glenn's live too because it's only showing in yours, and I'll share it in mine too.
Oh, you see, this is why they my family. You do know that this is my family, right? Y'all do know this is my family. Like in real life, we may not have been born in the same, but these is my folks in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I want y'all to know that I'm a fighter. I will fight you about them. Oh, look, I forgot to drop that QR code. Wait, I think I did it. I think I could do it. I think I just give me just 2 more seconds, Glenn.
Like, go ahead, take your time. We ain't got no more time.
Because I also think no,
Y'all help me
okay,
keep
I
my.
don't think I'm able to. I don't think I can do it.
Y'all
So
help me
never
keep my
mind.
mind off some
Not
things.
going.
And I am gonna post it on Instagram. I am Talisa Ray is my Instagram. I'm considering creating, depending on how many people we get to join, I'm considering just creating an Instagram specifically for this book club so that we can go in there and have a chat in there. I don't know. Right now, this is where we are. Okay. This is where we are. I'm able to send messages. I'm able to poll because right now there's a poll on what day is good for everybody. I picked 3 times. So that's what we got. I may put up a book. I don't know. Put up the 3 books. I don't know. But I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about us having that as our community too. Okay.
That's
I'm
what's
excited
up.
about it too.
I'm excited to hear you talk about it. So you bring the energy.
Did you see me get all excited right
I
now?
did. We did. We did.
So we're reading Anybody's Daughter.
I think so. I think we're going to read Anybody's Daughter. I think. I'm not sure because it could be a little triggering because it talks about trafficking, like a 13-year-old. She is a Black author. I'm not sure. I might put 2 other books up there just as like some recommendations. I'm not sure because I didn't want to do a romance or an erotica or anything like that for our first book. I wanted it to be something that was,
Anything got to be better than what I'm reading right now.
What you reading right now?
Jaleel White's book.
Oh. Thank you, D.
Yeah.
Are you gonna read Letters to My Wife?
What's that?
Ikechi's book.
We're not reading that, but I'll put it in there if you want me to put it in there. But I won't be reading it or nothing.
My books. Read it.
You got 12 months.
And if it goes as well as I'm expecting it to do, I'm expecting it to go really, really well, actually. That I feel like in 2026, if you're an author, you can totally come in. Thank you, High Vibe. You can totally come in, and you guys feel free to invite your friends, but please let them know if they are non-Black that the majority of our books will be about Black people, at least 90% of them, and that is in our about. That's exactly what I say on Goodreads. That's exactly what I'm saying here in the book inspiration book club. What is this?
I gotta find the book now. I looked on Libby and it didn't pop up.
August love story. What y'all got coming up?
What we got? I'm gonna let you handle it. What we got coming up?
Well,
what we got, babe?
Tommy's editing some videos. That's what we say every week.
Hey, I've been on it this month.
You have been. I didn't say that it wasn't happening. I just
can
said
build
what
that.
we say.
I got an actual new build that I'm conceptualizing. I just finished one build.
I gave him some plans for something I want him to build. What else we got? That's pretty much it. We still I'm still strong on Married at First Sight, which is a feat from last season. So claps for me.
Love Brew on Saturday.
Brew on Saturdays. I'm still doing that. So again, claps for me.
I actually have my dad exchange podcast. Been working on that, so we got
Tommy has had 3 recordings. 3 recordings so far. And he's actually going out of town to do one on location. Look at him.
Yeah, look at God.
That's pretty much it. I am debating putting the gardening stuff on our August Love Story channel instead of over on Life with Artika. Haven't made that decision for my life yet. But we got some gardening going so far, and that's pretty much it. Dealing with these kids.
Artika says she's gonna do something with the store again, so we're gonna give another go at that.
Yeah, I made a change and it didn't go correctly, so we're gonna try that change again. And that's where we are.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Good job. Good job, y'all. And we're just over here working, trying to put some things in the lab, trying to get together, trying to find some time. It's busy in these parts. But I'm wrapping up some wrestling stuff. So wrestling season. So we're gonna try to find some time to put some things out there. So it's coming. It's coming slowly, but it's coming. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with us each and every Sunday. To talk about Married at First Sight. Great insight, guys, in the chat. You did a wonderful job as always for giving a good insight. We love reading the chats. From August Love Story to Talisa Ray, please support all these channels. I'll support them whatever they do. We appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for joining us, and have a great night. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Peace
Quiet,
out.
tell them bye.